The following program was produced by community producer. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the community producer and do not reflect Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or your cable provider. MATV welcomes your comments. Call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
From the high-tech studios of Malden Access Television, located in the heart of downtown Malden, it is time for Live on Tape, the television show. On tonight's program, whether we're ready or not, our guest will be poet Jeff Taylor, Ward 3 councilor John Matheson, and singer George Lyons, as well as other surprises. And now, please welcome a man who has lost a spring fever of 104 degrees, our host, Ron
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Hey, that's it, you can clap, all right. Thank you, welcome to the show, good evening. I'm Ron Clark, the producer of Live on Tape, and there goes our theme song, ladies and gentlemen. Off it goes into the clouds. It's unbelievable. Well, listen, according to our lawyers, right now I'm supposed to say that neither the MATV Board of Directors or anybody affiliated with MATV, the City of Malden, or Comcast or Verizon has anything to do with the content of this show. Thank you very much. I am entirely to blame for anything you see or hear on this program. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. The audience is just showing up, ladies and gentlemen. It's unbelievable. However, if you don't find any of my jokes funny, it's entirely the fault of my writers. Thank you very much. All right. I got our new cue card guy tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Taylor. He not only does cue cards, he does poetry. This is unbelievable. But anyway, if you read about it, yeah, it's finally out. The Mueller report. Yeah, finally, after 18 months of craziness, it's out. And I don't know, have you read it? I actually kind of took a look at it, but it's over 400 pages. It's $18.95 a copy. Our taxpayers' money paid for this thing. I don't understand. I think it should be sent free to every taxpayer, free of charge. Don't you think? Yes, yes. And, yes. And I think we should get a discount for everything that's been redacted and blacked out. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. All right, we're a little kind of got these mixed up, but that's okay. Hold that right there. Hey, another thing. Have you read the Globe? It seems like people are not happy with the looks of the new Encore Casino in Everett. Yep. People are saying all these comments. They're saying it's an eyesore. It's an evil glass and steel bronze tormentor. It's watching over us from the Mystic River. Really? I mean, are you serious? It's like, have you seen the area, the surrounding area? They've got a power plant, a junkyard, a mound of road salt, and an oil tank yard. Yeah, relax, people. It's Everett. Thank you very much. And I don't know, thank God the strike is over at Stop and Shop. Yeah, you can finally go there. Yes, unbelievable. But I got to tell you, we're not across the ticket line, and I don't know about you, but it's been 2 weeks of this madhouse at Market Basket. Yes, have you been over there? It's crazy. I don't get it over there. It's crowded as hell. Everybody's all going every which way. Nobody has any sense of direction. In fact, I don't understand. Who starts shopping in dairy and works their way to avocado? Your milk is going to go sour. I'm saying, really. It's just order to these things. Anyway, thanks to goodness we're back at Stop and Shop. Let's hear it for the workers out there. Very, very happy about that. Yeah, you can clap, yes. Well, anyway, that's my monologue. We're done. We've get on with the show. We got a great show for you tonight. I want to thank Jeff. Let's hear it for Jeff, our cue card guy, who did the cue cards. But he's also on tonight to talk about some poetry that has written. And he's also a crew member of our show. He's been a part-time director and been on camera. So let's hear it for Jeff Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. And he just showed up, ladies and gentlemen, City Councilor Ward 3, from Ward 3, John Matheson's here. Let's find out, yes. We're all excited about that because there's rumors, and these rumors are all over the place. He just might be running for mayor. So we're going to find out about that tonight. And finally, this guy and I go way back, went to high school together. We've been together since, gosh, the 60s. Can you believe that? And I remember him. Ladies and gentlemen, singer, entertainer extraordinaire, George Lyons is here tonight. Thank you. So it's going to be a great night, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and stay with us, and we will be right back after this short message, and stay with us. We'll be right back. Right? Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, welcome back. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Ron Clark, and this is Live on Tape, and we are live. This is April 22nd, and if you're watching us tonight, we're live, coming into your TV set. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so if anything goes wrong, it's live. That'll happen. Hopefully it won't, but let's see what happens. All right, welcome to the show. Excuse me. There's been a few changes. I got this thing going. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't decided, but they call it a goatee. And I don't see if it's gone that tea. You know what I'm saying? I think it needs a little more tea, don't you think? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'd like to hear from you at home. If you watch the show and you say, what the hell is that thing in your face? Let me know. Or if you like it, let me know. So we'll decide by I don't know, a couple of shows. We'll figure this out, whether I like it or not and you like it. So email me in at ron@matv.org, or that's an email, or you could text me, or go on Facebook. So find out what you think of my little goatee. All right, on with the show. Again, hope we can make it through the show. All right, he's in the house tonight. This fellow has been very helpful to me as a crew member of production here down at Live on Tape. And we're really happy he's with us tonight. He's got some poetry he's been working on. And so we're going to do a little change here. We're going to go introduce him, and then camera number 2 is going to go right over and get that poet. So ladies and gentlemen, here he is for the first time in this show of Live on Tape. Let's hear it for Jeff Taylor, poet extraordinaire.
But I'm still recovering from 420. It's been 2 days, but it was a good 420.
All right. Well, congratulations.
So, and speaking of 420, here's my 420 poem. I packed a bowl because the J-O-B is F-U-C-T. I cracked a blunt because the afternoon is no time for morning glories. I'm spinning spliffs when behind me there's salt being tossed through the air. I'm choking out rips off the bong 'cause the government. I bought a dugout and bat 'cause the NSA got a hold of this poem before I wrote it. I've got my finger on a vape pen 'cause serve and protect is more like protect your neck. I'll break it up in the grinder like the media does with public opinion. I'm taking 2 puffs up from the peace pipe because I'm both an Autobot and a Decepticon. I keep putting pins into pieces of hash because someone spread eggshells all over the floor. I should pass the duchy to the left-hand side because I should pass the duchy to the left-hand side because I've been hopping fences for too long to not already have hit the grass. But I'll keep killing brain cells because one of these days I'm going to catch the one I've been hunting. Thanks, Ron.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got another
right.
one. That was my 420 poem. And you brought the Mule Report, which is like a Trump kind of thing. So here's another Trump kind of poem where he wanted to have the emergency for the wall. So here's my wall poem. When you say build a wall, do you mean like bring the war here? Are we taking it to the streets, creating manufacturing jobs? Or when you say build a wall, do you mean like a quarantine? Tent life? Will they infect us, or will we infect them? Will there be a viewing deck, a wall roller coaster, a 2-way mirror bathroom, zip lines? When you say build a wall, do you mean like manufacturing drugs here? Is that Freedom Rock? Will there be a festival? A farmer's market? Will people walk their dogs down by the wall to take a shit? And when you say build a wall, do you mean like commission a mural? Will the artist get exposure? Will it be the same on both sides? If you say you mean like a scoreboard, I believe you.
All right, Jeff Taylor, gentlemen, unbelievable. All right, you know what, Jeff, come on over. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening. My God. That's crazy stuff.
Thanks, Ron.
So, hey, look at that there.
Yeah, sure.
And you know, I like I say, you've been on the production crew for a while now.
Yeah,
You've been helping out. I didn't know you were a poet.
Well, now you know. The longer you know people, the more things you find out about them.
Exactly.
Definitely, people are like that.
Well, tell me how this happened. How did you get into poetry?
Well, I getting into poetry. I moved back from Florida. Me and Ari, my wife, we moved to Florida together quite a number of years ago. And then when we moved back, my good friend Pete, had started going to poetry open mics at the Stone Soup Poetry in Cambridge. Yeah. So I started going along with him, and I started writing poems just to have new ones each week, and I really got into it, and I started. Here I am, yeah.
Now, do you? How often do you write? Is this something that comes to you all at once, or it comes in the middle of the night? Or how's it?
Writing can come at any time, definitely. Yeah. You know, I'm the type of person that when inspiration strikes, I'll need to write it then. Yeah. You know, so like whether I'm at work or I'm doing anything else, I always try to have a notebook with me, and I just start writing
that poem
whenever.
on 420, I'm thinking if you didn't write it down, you're going to forget it.
Sure. You know, definitely that is true. I definitely have done that where if I didn't have a notebook and I have a poem and I start writing in my mind, by the time I get to paper.
Then you got to remember where you put the notebook.
Yeah.
It's like, so what's your goal? Is there a goal to go out and write? I mean, are these things you written in these books?
Yeah, you know, so I have a book.
And you got it published, okay? Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I have my own publishing company, Broken Head Press, and you can go to brokenheadpress.com and you can buy this book. Heroes Make Better Sandwiches Than People.
Look right into that camera there.
Yeah. So Heroes Make Better Than Sandwiches Than People is my book. It's out by Broken Head Press. You can go to brokenheadpress.com. My daughter did the artwork, and there's some more artwork that she did inside. I also have been an editor for a few other people's books. I have an anthology by Lowell poets you can get also on the website, and another book by Rick McIntyre, who I was the editor for that book, and you can also get his book on our website. So when did this come out, Jeff? This came out like 2 years ago.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm actually working on a new book right now. Those last two poems that I read today actually will be in the new book, and they're not in this book, but in this book has a lot of other good poems.
Well, tell you what, you know what, we got time. Let's, want to read another poem?
Yeah, definitely, Yeah, let me read one from the book.
Right out of the book.
Yeah,
do it right here.
I'll do it right here. All right, great.
Sit back, relax, and listen.
We were talking about Pete, who had started getting me into poetry, and I have a poem with Pete in it. So why don't I read a poem with Pete in it? Yes. This one's called Shortcut.
And he's the guy that kind of inspired you to get into this.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Pete, I definitely would not be writing poetry. And
by the way, I noticed a lot of this stuff doesn't rhyme.
No, I'm not a rhyming kind of poet. No, more like free form kind of flowing, like as it goes. Stream of consciousness kind of thing. The Beat Generation was a big inspiration for me.
That's great.
Great. Yeah.
All right, let's hear some stuff.
All right, and this one's Shortcut. When Pete asked me if I thought we should take the shortcut he knew, I said yes, but only because I figured there was still going to be road involved. Over the curb, through the overgrowth, the car slides down the hill. Pete hits the brakes, now left. I'm staring at a big wheel, realizing we are stuck in the backyard of an apartment complex in Newton, walled in by a swing set, a sandbox, buckets, rubber balls, and bikes with training wheels. What the fuck? I'm out in the wet grass trying to pick up this sandbox that's way too heavy for my drunken ass to lift. And how these fathers are coming out of their houses, and I have to explain to them that the road was wet and we lost control coming around the corner, even though that's not what happened at all. And if they could just help me move this sandbox out of my path, We'll be out of their yard in no time flat. Now, I'll never know exactly what those fathers were thinking, but they definitely wanted us to remove ourselves from their yard as quickly as possible. So they helped me, and I got back in the car, and as we drove away, I asked Pete about the exact wording of his initial question, specifically, shortcut, I know. What came out of his mouth was, I thought that was going to be a different yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Taylor. Unbelievable. So you guess you don't hold back with some of those words.
No.
Cable TV, ladies and gentlemen, they come left and right. But so what's your feeling about free speech and obviously
free speech? We got to have it. Yeah, definitely. You know, if people aren't allowed to say what they feel, then then you won't be able to get new ideas coming in. If people are, what does
poetry do for you? It helps you express these things you feel, you think. Tell me a little bit about the process.
Yeah, it kind of helps me work out things that have happened to me in my life, and how I'm seeing the things that happen in daily life, and it just kind of helps me get wrap my head around it.
So you write down, like you say, every day. You kind of get little thoughts and just put them down.
Yeah, things come in, and then I kind of start to bring them all together, and maybe it'll all come at once, and maybe it'll be little parts here and there that I piece together.
So you got a poetry slam coming up? Anything going?
Yeah, so in May 23rd.
Oh, go ahead, look at that camera.
So May 23rd at Strong Style Coffee in Framingham, I'll be the featured poet. They have a weekly open mic in Framingham there, so I'll be doing the feature there. And then also coming up in June, there'll be the Malden Unplugs that going to be down right by the bike path. Councilor Murphy is putting together along with me and Eric Cunningham and a few other folks. There'll be musicians and poets, and so if you come on down the bike path, the dates are to be determined, but there'll definitely be more announcements about that. Come on down and join us.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much. What a big surprise. Again, you're a great director, and I appreciate the work you're doing on our production. Now, you could do some more poetry when we got those low points in the show.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you need me to.
All right, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Taylor. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, Ron.
All right. I have an announcement to make, ladies and gentlemen. The rolling you're about to see is actually a little piece we did because this week the CDBG people give us grants. In fact, Malden Reads gets a major grant from them to help pay for the books for Malden Reads. So we have this little roll in that we like to show to kind of celebrate the wonderful work that Malden Reads does. This is our 9th year doing this, and we want to thank the community block grants that come from the city. So we want to thank them, and as a little tribute to them, we made this little video. So we'll be right back after this.
What if everyone in the city of Malden read the same book? Well, that's what Malden Reads One City, One Book has been doing for the last 9 years. Every year since 2011, in collaboration with the Malden Public Library and MATV Malden's Media Center, a book is selected that features a theme that resonates with readers and becomes a focal point for various special events and activities throughout the city. The mission of this program is to promote literacy, the love of reading, and build community in the process. Since the very beginning, CDBG funds have been used to purchase hundreds of books each year for the Malden Public Schools and after-school programs serving low-income and English language learners. From book and panel discussions to concerts, public dinners, and other educational and cultural events, Malden Reads has been actively involved in bringing people together. A city that opens the same book closes it in greater harmony. MaldenReads.org.
All right, we're back. Thank you. I'm going to be introducing in a second. Okay, we're back. Yeah, that was Malden Reads, and again, I want to thank the community block grants who do a great job in supporting this community, and also for the wonderful funds that they give us here from Malden Reads. Over 9 years, they've been supporting us, and we do appreciate it. All right, it's time for some entertainment. Some real entertainment, folks, because I've been just like setting it up, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been on the show before, but it's been a while, and we're glad that he's back. My friend and a singer, entertainer extraordinaire, ladies and gentlemen, George Lyons.
Maestro, if you please. Everybody, it's George Lyons from Malden, Massachusetts. Haven't been here for a while. than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms want to hold you so my life will be in your keeping. Waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time. But far beyond forever, gonna be mine. I know I've never lived before. My heart is very sure no one else could love you more. More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love that I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, these arms wanna hold you so my life will be in your keeping. Waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always, it's a long, long time. But far beyond forever, gonna be mine. I know I've never lived before. My heart is very sure no one else could love you more.
Get something more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Now get that mic on. Oh, let's switch here. Get that camera around. Get the camera around here. All right, we're gonna switch things around, folks.
Good job, Rob.
We're gonna work on that. And in the meantime, we brought him down here for a reason. We want to talk with him, and here he is, waiting, and we're gonna do it right now, ladies and gentlemen. The City Council from Ward 3, John Matheson. John, how you doing?
Thank you, folks.
Thanks for putting up with us, Weekend Council.
It's live TV.
I know.
I mean, you've got guts for putting on a live show, and you do a great job.
Well, thanks, Lad.
George and I were back there watching it together, and we were saying, boy, Ron is just the perfect guy for this.
We're doing it so long, it's like I do it in my sleep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's it. But anyway, thanks for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Now, you've been in Ward City Council for how long?
So I've been Ward 3 councilor for 8 years.
8 years.
Councilor at large for a year.
That's right. Forget about that.
That's
You
right.
snuck
Yeah,
that
brief
in there.
experience. That was back in 2009.
Now, wasn't
So-
that your filling a vacancy? How did that work?
I was. Yep, Paul Anderson had resigned.
Right.
He was ready for something new, I think family reasons,
Yeah,
and
he
there was an
moved
unfulfilled
down.
term, and
Yeah.
I had the most votes from a previous election, so I had the
Wow.
opportunity to get a little bit of experience.
So you convinced him to move, is that the deal?
Yeah. Oh, right.
But anyway.
I love you, man.
So 8 years, and you got that concert lodge in there.
Yep. Well, listen, I love Malden, and I'm ready for something new.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I'm out there in the community, I'm talking to people, and they said, listen, we haven't had too many choices for mayor over the years. Why don't you give that a shot? I've got the education experience. I want to use my God-given skills in the best possible way to do the most good.
Yeah.
And I love Malden. This is my
Well,
lifelong
yeah, that's
home,
right, 8
born,
years.
raised, and educated here, as was George. And we were just catching up because, boy, I remember some of the big issues when I was in Malden. Malden Hospital, is that still an issue? I
Yeah.
said, yes,
Can you
it
believe
is.
it? Can you believe it? It's
Well,
like,
and that's why I'm here.
Well, here's the thing. I remember those days. And you said, oh gosh, they're closing the emergency. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're closing this, and then they
I know, that was my
Wow.
hospital when I was a child growing
Yeah.
up here in Malden. It was a very popular birthing center. It's been dormant now for 20 years. And as you know, the residents of Malden and Medford both passed the CPA by resident petition.
Yeah.
That means you go out and you get 10,000 signatures. It goes in the ballot. Everybody votes.
So what do you
they
think-
essentially voted themselves a tax increase as a funding mechanism to solve that problem.
So what do you think is the holdup? I mean, everyone's saying, look, what's the big deal?
Two different visions. Right. So the community has gotten together, and we've done a lot of engagement with the community. I think we do more of that here in Malden than most places. We've done it by ballot question. We found that 78% of people said, yes, we want the the government to be part of the funding solution to this place. We also want some open space to be part of it because
Right.
Malden is
Not
the
much
fifth least open space in the state of Massachusetts. Those are very reasonable requests, but I think there's a different vision that this administration has, very apartment development oriented. And from folks I'm talking to, they said enough with the apartments. You know, we've done some surveys.
So what would you like to see up there?
I would love to see open space be part of the answer. I would also like to see some senior living options, maybe senior cottages. One thing I've found
Can I
by
put in
going out
now
in the
for it?
community.
I'm getting old.
Me too. Hey, look, look, we're losing some of our best residents because when they downsize their home run,
I know.
they've got no place to stay in Malden.
I know.
And what a beautiful place that would be because, you know, listen, can you picture it?
Yeah.
You've already got the full-skilled nursing center up there.
Yep.
You've got doctors' offices across the street, right up there in Hospital Hill. You got the bus stop. Picture it with some open space.
yeah.
And if you had some 55-plus housing there,
Nice
what a
convenience
beautiful
store in the
place to
corner.
retire. We could keep some great residents right here in the
Yeah,
community.
that'd be great.
And we've done the numbers. We've done the pro forma. It would work. You just have to, you know, get the mayor's office out of the apartment development business on that particular location and get involved with what the residents want for a solution. They're willing to pay for it. They are paying for it.
Right.
And it's time for that kind of answer.
Well, I used to live up in Memorial Hill Park, and so I know the area
Oh,
well.
you know it very well
very
then.
well.
Yeah,
It's like-
you'd be in a butter
Oh,
right there.
gosh, so-
And you know, apartment development brings some social ills with it. I mean, there is some revenue that comes from that. And obviously, you know, we're one of the most open communities there are. We welcome everybody.
Right. But home ownership is not to be said for that.
Yeah, there is. It gets you vested in the community. You care more about the schools and the public safety and the appearance of your community when you own and you're vested in that. It's okay to have renters in the community as well, but when we add thousands of apartments, what you find is that you have more traffic on the roads. You have more crowding of the schools. And there's more of a burden on the public safety and the parks and all the infrastructure, right? The roads and everything. So some apartment development is good. Our mayor has just signed a compact with other metro mayors to build another 185,000 apartments in this region. I don't think that's what the community wants, and that's why I'm putting my hat in the ring. God willing, I'll get elected. I love this community. I know I would do a great job.
Well, you certainly got an issue right there. In terms of other things, obviously the development going on in Malden in terms of what's in place
We've
now.
got some great things happening. New
so-
city hall,
yeah.
new police station.
Yep.
Yep, very happy about the direction that Malden is going in most areas. We find that we have one of the most diverse communities in Massachusetts. You go downtown, you got these wonderful different restaurants you can try, all these great people you can meet, different perspectives you can get.
So there is something missing though. We don't have a theater.
I know. I remember
it
the
be
old
nice?
Granada, 99
I know.
cents.
Wouldn't it be nice to get a theater here?
Oh yeah, it would be. It would be great.
MATV's looking to the future.
I would love to revitalize this downtown, expand it into the National Grid site.
Wow.
We found that National Grid, just like Malden Hospital, it's languished there.
Yep.
I think we're missing the opportunities presented by a very strong economy, historically one of the strongest economies we've ever had.
And let's make use of that and really develop it in a positive way.
You see commercial development happening in other communities all around us. You see that in Wellington, you know, Station Landing, Wellington Circle.
Oh, it's and Assembly Square Mall. I mean,
exactly,
I
Assembly Row.
I take my kids to Legoland. It's over there. You know?
Yeah, I know,
And
it's
then you say,
beautiful.
"Oh my
And they
God,
got a
it looks
movie
like-
theater."
It's got everything. It's like, you don't even have to leave that. It's got
Even Meadow Glen with the outdoor shopping strip. It's beautiful over there. It's time for Malden Square to enjoy some of that commercial development. And it's a better way to raise revenue for a community too, because it doesn't burden you with the density. We're one of the most densely populated cities in America. That surprises people to hear.
So people are looking down at Commercial Street now in terms of how that gets developed, and obviously.
Opening up the street is going to help, and that's why the city council and the mayor and the state delegates all work together for a funding solution to bring that new city hall site. And apartments are part of that solution as well. We have one of the busiest T stations right there at Malden Center. I would love to introduce those commuters to our downtown. I do believe it's going to happen. I'm very optimistic. But we need leadership that listens to the people and delivers the change people are looking for. We need a government for the people.
Right. Now, and that's interesting because I heard you say that before, the government for the people.
Yeah.
And so, you know, people say, like, what's your tagline, John?
Well,
is that one of them?
We haven't zeroed in on one tagline yet. You know, I've said a few things. I've said, let's bring the mayor's seat back to the people.
Yeah.
I've said, let's dare to do better. You know, I think we have to engage people in being part of the solution, part of the change they want to see. Yeah, that's we're working on taglines, Ron, and maybe you can help us.
Well, I got a few of them. It's like, you know, I went one of my big jokes last year, and I love you, John. You know, and I said, well, it looks like John's throwing his designer tie in the ring.
Yeah, thanks.
Because you dress so good. It's
Well,
like, oh, look at this tie. Look at him. It's like great.
I do my best.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
very
do.
much. You just made my day.
So let's talk about other issues, because there's all this controversy of the
blue bags?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
How did I see that coming?
Well, the city's trying to get rid of the shopping bags.
Already did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, by vote of 12 people, not 65,000, City of Malden has determined that the shopping bags, the grocery bags that are plastic, are going to be banned from Malden. It's going to happen this summer, I believe, in Stop and Shop. Whether you're for that or against it, I personally love the environment, and I can see this as a positive. But I wanted to engage the residents. A government for the people listens to the people.
So you're saying you'd rather see it as a ballot question?
Absolutely. Yeah, ballot questions are a wonderful vehicle for delivering government by the people and for the people. And if that sounds idealistic, it's because I'm an idealist. I learned this in school growing up here in Malden, and I can't understand why there would be opposition to listening to what the people want for the future of their own community. They're the ones that live here. They're the ones that pay the bills. Let them show up to the ballot box on an issue that affects all of our daily lives, something that's not complicated, something that everyone can understand, and let's engage them in the future of the community.
Okay, well, we got your point of view. That's incredible. So there's a few other issues that come to mind.
The blue bags, by the way, you brought it up.
Yeah.
Because those are sticking around. We banned
Well, I'm going to put all my old bags in the blue bag and have them take it away.
We did have a ballot question. It was actually a referendum. So people had to go out. The city council didn't put it in the ballot. People went out, gathered 10,000 signatures, put the question on the ballot, right? That's the power of petition, First Amendment.
Right.
And the blue bags, 70% of people said they wanted change from the blue bags. They wanted an option, an alternative. Government did not deliver that change. 10 years later, we still have these blue bags. I think it's high time.
What do you say the argument that they did, and from what I understand, there was a change in terms of recycling, where people are recycling more.
Yep.
And people say it might
Surely.
be because of the blue bags. Because I know me personally, I
won't debate. That was a
positive. Is this going to go
positive.
in the blue bag, or is it going to go recycled? I'm thinking, every time I think of the blue bag, it's money. So I put it in my recycle.
So when you study economics, that's called an externality, right? That's a byproduct of a policy.
Right.
And you're right, it did encourage recycling. It did reduce the amount of trash we create, and it reduced our incineration cost. Right. Those are all positives. Those aren't changing.
So you're saying there must be a better way than the plastic bag.
There's definitely a better
recycling
way.
in.
I think that recycling is going to stick around. I think
I
that
hope so.
that behavior has changed. I recycle religiously. I'm sure other people do too.
I do it agnostically myself.
Yeah. Ron, you're a cod. You're a cod. I can hear George back there
On
laughing,
a regular
too.
basis, I put it into my recycle thing.
Yeah, but let's give people that option. I put a bill in the city council. It's in ordinance committee. I don't expect it to come up for a vote because I don't think it's got the support of the mayor and the council, but it's got my support. And what that would say is let's give people the ability to purchase a city-approved blue barrel, right, like other communities have. They're all around us.
Yeah.
Purchase it at cost and opt out of blue bags for that barrel. You can fill that barrel without having to buy the blue bags. One of the negatives.
So are you saying we should do a ballot for that, or
we've already done the ballot?
So it should be an ordinance.
It absolutely needs to be an ordinance change. I propose that ordinance change, and we'll see if it ever comes up this year. Certainly, if I have the opportunity, I would deliver that change as mayor. I know our previous mayor made that commitment when he was running the first time, and it hasn't happened yet. I think it's high time that it does, and that'll be something that will change this community in a way that is for the people.
Well, let's talk about that, because I think this is the other thing. The mayor hasn't had an opponent in, I think, 12 years, if I'm correct.
8 years.
8 years.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
8 years.
And prior to that, we had Mayor Howard for 16 years, and so over the last 24 years, there's been only one mayor race.
And that was with Debbie Fallon and Gary.
And that's right. That's right. I think it's time for another one. And one of the great things that comes out of this, I mean, this is America, and that's why we have
Well, we're looking
democracy.
forward to the debates and the forums. I'm ready to go.
Ron, you're the perfect guy to put it on, and I'm ready, willing, and able to do that. But what I would say is, when you have a mayor race, it brings issues back up to the forefront. It holds people accountable. It's a chance for all of us as residents of the city of Malden to talk about how we can do things a little bit better for our own community. When you don't have that mayor race, you don't have that opportunity, it's not good for the city. Yeah. So this is good.
Well,
in many
obviously, so when do you make that decision? You throw some dice down, you pick cards?
We're very, very close. I'm going to have to leave you in suspense like everybody else, Ron.
All right, I hear rumors next week, so I was hoping to get out of here tonight. It's obviously not going to happen. But, John, I wish you all luck in the world.
Stay tuned, Ron.
And,
it's coming.
We'll find out. So
okay.
That's great. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, John Matheson.
A real pleasure.
Candidate,
Thank you. Thank you
potential
very much.
candidate for mayor, we'll find out. Who knows? Who knows? But right now, presently, city councilor. All right, I'm pretty sure we've got these things worked out. There's bugs, there's thumbs up, there's all these things that are looking good. Now we're going to go to a roll-in. Are we? Go to a roll-in first, or? We're going to go right to George. Ladies and gentlemen, George, get over there. We're going to try three. Three strikes, and you're still in, man. Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, George Lyons.
You and me, we wanted it all. We wanted it all. Sunshine without rain. Passion on those sunny days. We wanted it always. You and me, we reached for the sky. The limit was high. Never giving in. Certain we could reach that prize. I should have seen it in your eyes. Look how all our dreams came true. See how I've got me. And baby, you've got you. Through it all, just one thing died. A little thing called love. Something deep inside. You and me, we're not like the rest. We once were the best. Back when we were dumb. How did we become so smart and learn to break each other's hearts? Look how all our dreams came true. See how I've got me. And baby, you've got you. Through it all, just one thing died, a little thing called love, something deep inside. You and me, we're not like the rest. We once were the best. Look what we became. Isn't it a crying shame that we almost made it, but we wanted it all? Baby, you and me, we wanted it all.
George Lyons, fantastic. Great story, man. We're gonna talk, man. I love that music. John's gonna say hi. Right. Then on. So, welcome to Live TV.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years now, Ron.
I know.
think,
It has been.
I think 6, 7 years, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's more like 7 years, I think.
Remember that crazy interview we did
With
when,
Barbara Toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
you-
were stitches.
Yeah,
In
that
fact,
was
we had to
crazy.
stitch her up after you left. I was like, oh my God.
Her son sent me a cease and desist letter, I
And
think.
she's still going. She's still doing her
Wow.
show.
No way.
Malden Square. She's 89, gonna be 90
God love her.
next
yeah.
year, I think.
Do you
Oh
know
my
Barbara?
God.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
We had a
Unbelievable.
monumental interview here one time. Barbara, I think, was over caffeinated, and she just she would ask a question, and I'd start to answer, and she'd ask another question before I answered the first one.
I know.
You came into referee.
I had
Ron
to.
had to
She's the champion of Malden history.
That's
She
oh,
loves
she's
history.
John's Historic
true.
Society.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
George, gosh,
Yeah.
you've come a long way since graduation, and I won't say what year.
Yeah.
But it's a few
who's
years
counting?
ago.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Anyway,
you're doing great. You're all over the place performing, and I think that's wonderful.
no, it's fun. I've been down at Foxborough Stadium 3 years in a row doing the Best Years Expo. First year I was there, the guest was Florence Henderson. Beautiful,
Oh, wow.
beautiful 82-year-old Florence Henderson. Had a
Now she just
conversation
did she just
with
recently
her.
pass away.
She
huh?
passed away 3 weeks
3
after
weeks
the
ago. Wow.
after the
So she was show business right down to the
right
end.
to the end. Yeah,
That's great.
she had a heart valve issue 7 years previously. Instead of replacing it, they patched it.
Oh,
and
jeez.
didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, but beautiful woman. God, she was.
Yeah.
She
What a-
looked. She
what a
looked younger
career.
than I did that day.
Yeah.
You know.
So again, you're all over the place. But that music that you play, you know, that Frank Sinatra. In fact, you go by. If people want to hire you, which they can.
Sure.
How would they do that? You look right at that camera, George. And
Yeah, there's a website, georgelyons.net, and also soundslikefrank.com. There's a website, www.soundslikefrank.com. Just put my name in a Google search, and if my picture doesn't show up in a milk bottle, you'll get the website.
Well, another thing, you know, so I've had all these guests on. I've had Joey Bushes on. I've had Dave Russo on.
Yeah.
And they all got their start at Junior Varieties.
That's right.
Now, I have a
yeah,
photo,
yeah.
and we're going to do this in post, ladies and gentlemen. But in Junior Varieties,
1965.
you're being brought out. You play some
Sheikh
kind
of Araby.
Sheikh
Sheikh
of
of Araby.
right.
Sahara Sands was,
That was the name of the
name of the show. Letty Russo, the late, who just passed away at 90 years old a couple of months ago. Miss Letty
Wow,
Russo
son of a gun.
produced that play.
There's this thing where it didn't get in the yearbook, got edited out, that we put on
Oh,
the
the
curtain.
bun. Yeah,
B-O-N,
yeah.
Bun.
So I think somebody posted that on Facebook.
was me.
Yeah, yeah, you have to.
I thought,
Yeah,
boy, I
we-
would have been ripped it.
Oh, yeah, poor Arthur.
But
yeah.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So John, did you go to Malden Catholic or Malden High?
Malden High, class of '92.
All right, see that he's willing to say
He's
here.
still
Oh,
in
yeah.
he's still in diapers.
Diapers, I know.
But he
I
could
went-
still be mayor, even though he.
I went to the Glenwood.
Oh, I don't
went
think
to
you have
the
your
BB.
mic on. Turn around and get your mic on.
Oh. Yeah, I was saying I went to the Glenwood, I went to the BB, I went to the Hilltop preschool.
Preschool,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
at that preschool.
Sure.
Oh my
Really?
gosh!
Yeah.
I didn't know it still existed in whenever
Yeah.
you went. Gee.
Yeah.
Sharon
the
Hanley.
70s, late 70s.
Sharon Hanley owns that now, I think.
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
You know
going.
Sharon
Yeah.
Hanley? Yeah, I think she bought that. From,
I had Jane Brunelli over there.
Oh,
Jane Brunelli.
Brunelli.
And
Oh,
then
my
when I
goodness.
went
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Glenwood, Donald Brunelli was
Yeah.
there at
Yeah.
the Glenwood.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when I went
Well,
to
he
the high
was a
school,
big-
there was another Brunelli. There was a
Yeah, I remember Donald.
He and his son passed away fairly close to each
Yeah,
other, I
that's
think,
so
didn't
sad.
they?
Yeah,
Didn't they
that's
both
pretty
die
sad.
kind of young? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guys.
But anyway, let's talk about your
Very
career,
good guys.
George, because it is
Yeah.
incredible. So you sing for. I notice a lot of people love your music.
Yeah.
Are seniors.
Yeah, that's kind of the demographics, the core demographic, dropping like
I
flies.
know. Does that ever happen?
yeah.
You ever sing to one of them and one of them just drops like a fly?
I've had people hire me and then call a couple of days before and say Pops didn't make it. You know?
God, so they only
Yeah.
hung in there.
Yeah.
One more song from
Yeah,
George would have given them
don't
2 more
come
weeks.
don't come to Spinelli Sunday because Pop's not going to be there. God rest
Well,
his soul.
I got to tell you, you know the New England Conservancy of Music.
Sure.
Right? Well, I went to this concert. Nat King Cole would have been 100 years old this year.
Wow,
And they have these concerts from the students. They perform, and it's free.
wow.
So
Yeah.
Thursday night, we go to this incredible big band,
Mm-hmm.
and who's there but not only Nat King Cole's brother,
Wow.
who's 86.
He was a pianist too.
He's a
his brother.
pianist and
Yeah.
a vocalist.
Yes.
And he comes shuffling out like, oh my God, is he going to make it?
Wow.
Over to the piano.
Yeah.
They have him. They sit down at the piano.
Ray. Is it
Lionel,
Ray
it's
Cole?
Ray, and Lionel, his son, Nat King Cole's son, was there.
Wow.
And this beautiful band of all these students
Yeah.
are playing.
Yeah.
And when he sits down and starts playing the piano
Yeah.
and starts singing, you close your eyes, he
sounds
hasn't
like-
aged at all. It's like this voice of kind of like Nat King Cole, but obviously his brother.
Unforgettable.
I know. Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady in the work of art.
That's your repertoire, and that's why to hear this big band, the strings,
Yeah.
the brass,
Oh yeah.
it's like you can't go to see
No, you
that
can't find
anywhere.
it. I do a bunch of Nat King Cole songs.
I like the Christmas song.
Ramblin'
Yeah.
Rose.
Oh,
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your butt.
Well, it was awesome.
That is
So,
it.
so they had these vocalists coming out, students,
Oh, yeah.
saying one at each.
Yeah.
There's never the same vocalist. They only could imagine these students, and the place was packed.
That's great.
Free concert.
Keeping the music alive.
Keeping the music
He died
alive.
very young. Nat Cole died at 45 years old
And
from
there's a
lung
documentary
cancer.
on him. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic documentary
Yeah.
about not only him smoking so much, and that's what
Yeah,
killed him,
yeah.
cancer.
Him and Yul Brynner and a bunch of other people.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
The Marlboro guy.
They're doing
yeah.
a Leroy, Leonard Nimoy
Yeah, the tribute.
promo now. His
Unbelievable,
wife says
'cause he's
yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
But the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
about Nicky Cole, the story is how he had all this money, and he goes to buy a house in L.A., and
They wouldn't let
they
him.
wouldn't allow him to move
It's like
in.
Bill
Oh,
Russell in Reading, Massachusetts back in the
just,
60s.
Just terrible.
Terrible, yeah, yeah.
But you think, young kids, you millennials, you have no idea.
It's true.
But George, it's great to have you
His
on
poor
the
daughter
show.
passed away a couple of years ago,
oh,
too.
oh,
Natalie.
yeah.
Natalie, she had just played in Lynn at the auditorium
It's very sad.
the year previously. She had a lot of
She had some
medical
issues.
issues,
She had
though.
some
Yeah,
issues.
yeah. She had hepatitis.
But what a great thing that was for her
Yeah.
to sing, how they did that,
Yeah.
to duplicate singing as if he was alive,
Oh,
her singing
sure,
that.
sure.
That's we got that, and that's
Yeah.
great to know.
Yeah. that's
So, George,
great.
where you playing? Any places?
I'm singing
open?
tomorrow in Needham, Massachusetts, right down there, WCVB.
Can young folks crash it?
Sure, come on down. If you show an ID and you can
Yeah.
prove you're 65 or older, they'll give you a bed. If you have 10 grand,
Yeah.
a month, also that would help. Yeah.
So I see you on Facebook all the time. And,
Sure,
So
yeah.
are you into the social network kind of thing?
Yeah, you gotta
You
keep,
gotta get the word out.
You gotta be out, keep your face
Yeah.
out there. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Well, you're good at it.
Well, you're there too. You
I know,
You,
well,
you
it's like-
traveled down to Georgia and
Oh, we had a great time.
North Carolina,
Savannah.
etc.
Went to
yeah,
Savannah.
yeah, yeah.
And, you know,
Columbia, South Carolina too, right?
South Carolina was right up across the river.
Oh yeah.
So we went to Hilton Head, to see
Nice,
the beach.
nice,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It was 80 degrees.
Yeah,
And then another place called Bolton. I think that's what it's called.
yeah.
Which was an old black area that now developed to an artist colony.
Oh, nice.
So we went and saw this art and a
Yeah.
great restaurant. Oh God, Southern food.
Yeah.
So unlike Beans and Franks, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was. I had a great time.
Yeah.
But that's me traveling. We're talking about George. For Christ's sake. When I know you were at one time you were in the rug business.
Yeah, I had a carpet cleaning business
Carpet,
for a
yeah.
bunch of years.
When
And,
did you finally say, you know what, I can make money doing this?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Oh, only a couple years ago you did.
Yeah, carpet cleaning seasonal
Is it?
also. People don't clean their carpets in the winter.
Yeah.
And, I have a cousin, Jay Kennedy Carpet Cleaning down in Weymouth. He's taking care of the carpet cleaning end of the
So we can't
business.
take it. So
He's the official carpet cleaner
All right.
for the Boston Red Sox. You ever see that, Ed?
Yeah, I know.
He does a thing where he swings the bat, and you hear the sound of the ball hitting the bat.
Yeah.
And the only time we see each other now is when cousins pass away,
Yeah, I know,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
So I saw him a few months ago, and I said to him, when you swing, it's supposed to be a home run, but you're swinging level. He said, don't say it. Everybody's telling me that. I got to do an uppercut swing.
Yeah.
He doesn't swing it up high enough for it to be a home run.
Yeah.
I heard Nat today, we're the official hot water heater of the Boston Red Sox. They got an official everything.
I know, they do. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So the other thing about Hilton Head, they have all these golfers there. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
they have golfers like crazy. There.
Oh, I
It's like,
bet.
you get up to look for your baggage as the golf bags go by and say, "Oh, I'm going to be able to see my bag easy enough." Because it's not golf clubs.
Yeah.
So I go golfing once a year, and that's the bread of life. I
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I end up making it fun. And I remember one year we had Mike Sharon, Talanza was there, and we had the fourth golfer was an actual golfer.
Wow.
So I'm making fun of everything and making them laugh, and all of a sudden he goes, "What? Will you just shut up?" I went, "What? What do you mean shut up? We're having a good time, aren't we?" No, we're not. I said, "Oh, come on, you're being funny." He said, "No, I'm not being funny. Neither are you. Will you shut the effing up?" I'm saying,
Wow.
"Oh."
Got
yeah,
heated.
He got very
Got
heated.
yeah.
But I think I know what it was. It's like when I golf, I do it like Bill Murray. It's like I'm having a hard time with this. Let's try it this way. So I went like this and
Wow.
bat it. I hit it. Goes right to the green.
Damn.
And I'm thinking everybody's like would be cheering. No, this guy's going, "You can't do that." I went, "What are you talking about? I just did. It's pretty good, don't
Well,
you
that's like Gronk hitting the baseball
I
with
know.
the
So I
trophy.
had to swing. But anyway,
Yeah.
again, we're talking about me. I got guests on the show. So, you ever think of singing, John? I mean, geez, this guy's
John
pretty
was
good.
singing along with me just now. I think we're
George inspired me a little bit,
Yeah.
but normally it's
Yeah.
not what I do,
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
I'm, in the shower or something.
Exactly. In the shower's the only time I do it.
Yeah. Ingrid is the only one that thinks I'm a good singer. She's over here.
Oh, there you go.
Love you, honey.
So, yeah, that's one thing we didn't talk about. What a great Ingrid beat in your campaign. It's got to be a plus.
Oh, yeah, listen, Ingrid taught me that no man can be his best self unless he's got a great partner. And I've
there
got
you
a
go.
wonderful
All right.
partner.
Oh, there you go. I think you got a vote right there.
Hey, ho!
So, George, I don't know if they're going to find a third song. I think it might not be happening. I will check with the crew, but we're not going to do a third song. Do we have time? Well, it's not so much. Can we find the song?
Want me to run in there?
Well, I'll tell you what.
See if we can get it queued up. And
Let's hear from the director and get a choice. This is where the control room is so important, folks. I'm just a host. I'm out here all by myself. Well, no, I have guests, but we're gonna. So you know what? Why don't you sneak over there? We're gonna go to the long shot, and George is gonna walk over there and
To the
watch
mic?
the mic. You get the mic off?
Oh.
Yep. Everybody forgets the mic. We're gonna try to get one more song. So we're gonna go looking for that song, and I think what it was is he's got it on his phone, and I think it's somebody dialed the wrong number.
Ron, maybe I can mention the show on Wednesday now.
Oh, that's right. John's here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's still here, ladies and gentlemen. John Matheson. So that's it. So yeah, you're on somebody else's show, I hear.
Ron told me I could go home, and I said, I'm not leaving.
I know.
I'm enjoying this too much.
Smart move.
Yeah, so I'm a guest host on 02148, right? Ed Lucy, Mike Sharon, Jerry Leone, they're all hosts on the show.
Yep.
This Wednesday, you brought up the Malden Hospital issue, right?
Yep.
It's a
Oh,
popular
yeah.
issue to this community and many others. We're going to have the Friends of Fellsmere Heights. This is an organization that's dedicated.
We're trying to come up with some ideas of doing another
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. They're going to talk about their community engagement, what they want to see happen up there. So it should be an interesting show. It's on MATV at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, MATV, and that's the public access channel. Check it out Wednesday nights.
Yes.
All
Thank you,
right.
Ron.
Okay, George. All right, let's see if we can get out of here in time.
Hit it, folks.
George Lyons, ladies and gentlemen,
Hit it,
for the
Joe.
umpteenth time.
Hit it, Josephine. This is a song made popular by Dean Martin.
Somewhere there's a someone for everyone. Somewhere there's a someone for me. Though I may be lonely now, I'll see it through somehow. To someone's heart I know I hold the key. Somewhere there's a someone for everyone. Somewhere there's a someone for me. And I'll search my whole life through until I find a love that's true. For I know somewhere there's a someone for me.
All right, George.
Somewhere there's a someone for me. And I'll search my whole life through till I find a love that's true. For I know somewhere there's a someone for me. Yes, I know somewhere there's a someone for me.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
This is your town.